Hi, I'm Tasha from fitnessblender.com, and today I've got your weighted lower body strength and power workout, day number 1 of my 10-day challenge. Warm-up is 6 minutes long. The workout itself is about 28 minutes, and that includes 3 EMOM circuits, 3 power burnout rounds, and an AMRAP finisher. Your cool down is about 5 minutes long. For equipment today, you'll need a set of moderately heavy to heavy weights along with a mat. I'll show you some modifications along the way. Let's go ahead and get started with warm-up. Welcome to day number 1 of my 10-day challenge, lifting and power training so that we can increase our strength and our speed. Starting off with that warm-up, it's 6 minutes long, 30 seconds per exercise, no rest between exercises, and no repeats. Let's balance on the left leg. Right leg is the mover. Internal, external rotation at the hip, and then we're gonna hug the knee. So take it out, back in, balance here. You can tap the toe if you need to, grab right below the kneecap and hug it into the chest just for a moment or two. Start noticing where you might be holding some tension in your hips. If there's areas of soreness from previous workouts, we've got a lot of work ahead of us, so we want to lubricate the joints, get the muscles nice and warm and ready to work. We're just going to switch sides. So balance right, left becomes the mover. Take that left knee in and out and in. Oh, see, that's my side where there is a lot of soreness. Drive it in, give it a hug, breathe. So here's where we start matching our breath with our movement. When things get tougher later on in the workout, your breath and being in control of your breath, even if you're out of breath, is going to help you. Let's balance on that right leg again. Forward back leg swing, so your left leg becomes the mover again. Arms can join along. You don't have to bring that leg up super high. If you can get it up at least hip height, that's great. But no worries if we're not ready for that. Hip flexors pulling that leg forward, glutes as you extend it behind you. Kind of like a child, just swinging your leg. We used to do this in the playground just for fun. Keeping that right leg planted. Twisting single leg deadlift. So you've got that kickstand on the left leg and you're reaching that left hand to the outside of the right foot, coming down so that your chest is parallel. And then right when you feel that lengthening in the hamstrings and the posterior chain on the right side, twisting towards the outside of that foot. So we're getting lengthening in the hamstrings and the glutes, but we're also feeling our medial glutes open up just a little bit so that we have more room for passage for our deadlifts later. Still balancing right, you're gonna lunge back with the left leg. As you come up, calf raise and a knee raise. You can tap that toe in between for balance, because we're not looking for anything magical just yet. Notice I said yet. We'll have magic later. Breathe, find your balance, stabilizing muscles in the lower part of the legs, waking up as well. We do those 3 moves on the left. So balance left, we start with our swings. This feels amazing. Oh. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. As I mentioned in the intro, we start with our EMOM every minute on the minute format, but it's not a minute this time. It's a minute and a half, so 90 seconds to get the work complete. Yep, almost fell. It's to be expected. That's going to keep happening. Plant the left leg, kickstand the right. Right arm reaches for outside of left foot. Notice I'm keeping my hips open though, and I'm not collapsing my shoulders or rounding out my spine. So if your range is not close to the ground, no problem. You just take it to where you actually feel the stretch, and you don't have to keep it there for a long time because we're not super duper warm yet. In that kickstand, barely any weight on that right leg. Most of the weight, left foot. We might have some LOL moments here. Reverse lunge, bring it up, tap, recenter. See, told you. Left leg for me is just comical. Every now and then it's like, oh, we're doing pretty well. Like there, that was pretty good. Then other times I'm like, what is happening? It's okay, we all have a side. Strong drive, prepping for those power moves to come. Alternating lateral lunges, so stepping nice and wide. Doesn't matter which leg you start with, we are alternating. Step off the mat here, got longer legs. One leg bent, one leg straight. Strongly drive through that bent leg to come back center. Chest stays open, picking up that pace if you're starting to feel a little warm. Mixing strength and power, heart rate's gonna be up, so you wanna get used to it during the warm up. Feet wide, reach for the ground, and imagine you've got a medicine ball or a towel you are slamming to the ground. So heels come up each time. Blast off squat, overhead arm swing. You don't have to be forceful with it if you don't want to. You can kind of take it to a swing, which kind of mimics your kettlebell swing, your skier swings. You'll see this motion again. Forward hop, back pedal. Let's take it 2 little hops. And that's a gentle shuffle back. Nothing too major. If you feel pretty good, yeah, you can take it to that 1 and move a little further forward, landing softly though, catching all of that tension and that jump in the muscles. One more move, high knees, mid-tempo. Arms and legs move in tandem. Well, I should say they're in opposition, but they're moving at the same time. Knees come up, hip height, breathe, pump the arms. You can take out that hop, but still move with good intention, just like you'll move during those EMOMs. We have to move with intention and a quickness, but you don't have to like move super fast. 30 seconds off. As I mentioned, a minute 30, 90 seconds. You got 2 exercises. We have a descending rep count. We're starting off with a goal rep, 10 reps per move. Front squat, deadlift. I'm starting off with 20 pounds, 9.1 kilograms. We're gonna see what happens. Your goal is not to fill the minute and a half. You need to have some time to rest. Rack those weights, feet shoulder width. Weights stay up, you've got your shelf. 10 reps here. So notice I'm moving with urgency, but I'm not flying through. That's 5, 6, 7, chest up. I think this is 10. I'm gonna go over and switch out my weights because I wanna go up to 25 pounds, 11.3 kilograms for my deadlift. That was me getting ambitious and getting ahead of myself. Feet planted, knees slightly bent. Karate chop yourself in half. Imagine you're pressing those weights towards your heels so that they hang right below your shoulders. I think that was 5. We'll see. Do not pay attention to my counting. Flat back, shoulders stay locked in, so lats are locked. We're gonna call that 10. Right here. Feels good. Lucky for me, 25 is what I want to use for the next round of my front squats. I've got 18 seconds to rest. That's perfect. We're moving down to 8 reps. So theoretically, you should bump up your weights. Let's see what happens, right? Get ready for round 2, 8 reps. Rack them, front squat. So I'm using heavy weights for me. These are the Power Block Pro 50s. Easily adjustable, as you can see. Saves a lot of space. Got a discount code right now. FBX PB 20. I think that was 8 reps. So $20 off on any order, $200 or more. Don't worry, I'll repeat it at the end of the workout. Going up to 30 pounds, about 13.6 kilograms for my deadlift. See how easy that was to switch out? Using one set of weights and just going back to my stand. Switching out how much weight I want to use. Not dealing with multiple dumbbells. It's right there for me, all in one. So you should finish with a little more time. Oh, I'm keeping these? Oh, I am. Look at that ambition. And I was so smart lining it up like that. So 6 reps is our count. This is your last round. These may not be your most challenging weights ever, but they should be heavy. All right, rack them. Last time. Ooh, front squat. Oh boy. Really? Yep. Elbows up wide and high. 3, 2, I believe this is 6. 1. Whew. Okay. I am going up to 40 pounds, apparently. I'm skipping ahead. Really? Okay. You know, the ambition. Oh, I'm holding it. Ready? Yes. I know I'm talking to myself. Ooh, that makes a difference. Challenging myself. One more for me. Yowza. Keep going. You can work to the buzzer. So, technically, for the other rounds, I don't want you working all the way to the buzzer because you want some breathing room between rounds. But this time, because it's our last one, yes. If you need the extra time, you're lifting super heavy, take it. You got 5 seconds. Quick 30 seconds off. I reduced my weights to 20 pounds, 9.1 kilograms. We're on to our first power burnout round. It's one move, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 3 times through. Skier swings, you got 2 dumbbells. I like to start mine right by my heels or right in line with my feet so I can use my hips to hike it forward to get towards that hip height, shoulder height rather. So I'm gonna hike them up. That first swing might not get there, but by the second or third, I've got it. Palms face. I've got a hinge and a little squat, but more of a hinge. So it's like a kettlebell swing, but I've got both weights. This is here to drive the heart rate up. Power is your strength with speed. Slow them down safely, place them on the ground. You have a whole 30 seconds. Deep breaths into the nose and out through the mouth. Walking around, keep moving, or you can do that side step. Breathe it out. So far, we haven't had many modifications because the moves are super straightforward. Reduce your range of motion, reduce the speed. That will make things a bit easier. Round 2 of 3. Get those weights ready. Another way you could do it is hike them between wide stance legs and then step your feet together. A little harder. Also, that can go to one weight, like I said, kettlebell swing. If that's easier for you, same motion, you just stand with a wider stance, reduce to one weight, one hand over the other. 30 seconds off, we got one more round. Hopefully you're feeling your heart rate raise. Training with strength and power, which is a combination of strength and speed, it's going to help you across so many other fitness modalities. Deep breath in and out. You get another 30 seconds off before we go to our second EMOM. So with that in mind, can we move a little quicker this time? How many of you said no? Oh, I hope no one. Gaze is following those dumbbells. Neck, natural extension of the spine. More than halfway through. Remember that option? Show you a little different angle. Feet planted though. Lovely job. I'm gonna rack my weights. We only need one. For the next EMOM, we have reverse lunge on the right and the reverse lunge on the left. Those are our two moves. The rack is just an option. Apparently I'm starting off with 25 pounds, 11.3 kilograms. If you don't want to rack it, you're going to hold it same side of the leg that's working. Starting with the right side, 10 and 10. So we're back at the top of that rep scheme. Rack it right, step back left, strong drive through that right leg. Urgency, precision of movement. If you need to, other arm can guide that weight and hold it. If that wasn't 10, oops. Don't always get it right. Talking to you and counting. Sometimes I'm on point, other times it's like, whoa, you missed. I almost just fell. Chest stays open. Strong press through whatever leg is in front. We're gonna call that 10. Who knows if it was? I know some of you are gonna rewind the video and count. You can pick on me, it's fine. Oh, the board says I'm going up to 30 pounds next round. About 13.6 kilograms. We got 20 seconds left in this first round of the EMOM. In about 2 seconds, now put your weights down. If you're not finished, it's okay. I want you to have some time to take some deep breaths before round 2. Rack it or hold it by your side. I'll show you the option. 8 reps. Weights just by my side. Same move. It's just a little easier because the core is not as involved with keeping you upright and your shoulders aren't as involved. We're gonna call that 8. Look at this switch. Oh, if you blinked, you missed that beautiful transition. Oh my, look at all that time. Now, if you're finishing and you have all this time like me, good. The next question is, are you pushing yourself? Is that weight heavy enough that you need this break? If you're just chilling, kind of like, meh, that's cool. My heart rate kind of fluttered. It's not enough weight. You should be gassed right now. I went up. Says I'm doing 35 pounds. Okay. That is roughly 16 kilograms. I'm going to use my second arm to help me with that because I'm sweating so profusely, it's going to slide off. Doesn't matter what weight I use, it's going to happen. 10 seconds, last round, we go down to 6 reps. Okay. Help with the rack. Right then left. I've got a slight forward lean to keep most of the pressure in that front leg, but you don't have to. I think that was 6. Since we only have 6 this round, you can slow it down even further. You could clean that weight up. You could do what I just did. As long as you keep it close to your body, we're good. Look how slow I'm going. This is fine. Look at all the time I have left. That's feedback, not judgment for next time. I know I can go heavier and slow this round down because I got so much left on the clock. It also just could mean I get more time to rest. Maybe that's what you need today. You still got a little over 40 seconds left in this interval. 30 seconds off. And then we have our next power burnout round. I'm going to start adjusting my weights. Oh, that one's already there. Look at that. 30 seconds to finish. If you're taking notes, this is where you could write down what weights you used, how quickly you got through the reps, like how much time did you have left, and just make a note for next time. Remember, it's feedback, not judgment on your performance. 10 seconds, we go to the buzzer. I feel like that slows down sometimes. Same deal, one exercise, 30 on, 30 off, 3 times through. As I said, I went down to 20 pounds, 9.1 kilograms. We got a little combination going here. So you're gonna watch little Tasha. I'm gonna talk you through it. I'll show you options along the way, so don't worry if it doesn't stick the first time through. We're gonna drive the heart rate up. There is a water break after this, okay? Weights by your sides to start. Let's shoot our left leg back. As you're coming up, strong drive through the right, clean, that knee comes up, put it down, we switch. Lunge, weights down, clean knee drive, switch. Option here, keep those weights by your side, lunge, knee, step, switch. Or you can take the knee raise out and just give me lunge, clean, step forward, lunge and clean. Excuse me. Allergies are flaring up right now, so you're gonna hear some grossness. My apologies. Round number 2, same deal. We have a feel for how this looks. Quickness, Here's where we pick up the speed. Weights stay close to the body. Strong drive through that leg in front is what helps you clean that weight to your shoulders. It's also what helps you catch the weight in that lunge. Balance, core turns on. This move is beautiful. You're like, says you. One more round, and then that water break as promised. Heart rate should be up. You most likely won't feel it until these moments of stillness. It takes your body about 30 seconds to react to changes in cadence, speed, or even the movement pattern. So now is when you feel it. One more time. We'll give you a side profile. Remember to lower those weights to get accustomed to the move. Halfway. Holy smokes. Weights to the side. Time for that water break as promised. Press the pause button if you need a little extra time. I'll meet you back here. We have another hit EMOM. It's not hit EMOM, just another EMOM. And then another power burnout round and that AMRAP finisher. I'll see you soon. Welcome back from your water break. We're on to EMOM number 3, your final one. Same deal, 2 exercises. Rep scheme is 10, 8, 6. We increase the weights as we go through. We're starting with the narrow squat. Then we'll go to our alternating lateral lunges. That one is reps total. I've got 30 pounds, which is a lot of weight, but it's gonna be fine. So 10 reps, chest is lifted. You've got that narrow stance. Feet are right under those hips or a little bit wider. Chest stays lifted. It's as if you're putting your suitcases down and picking them up. But lats are packed, so we try not to let those shoulders roll forward in between. I don't know what rep I'm on. You count yours and don't look at me. That feels like 10. I'm coming down to 20 pounds, 9.1 kilograms for those alternating lateral lunges. Remember, this is reps total, so it ends up being 5 per leg. I've got plenty of time. All right, just like warm up, except we've added weight. And depending on the shape of your weights, you might have to swing them around your leg. One more for me. Oh my, going up on the weights for that narrow squat as we come down on the reps. Let's see. Oh, the board says 35. About 16 kilograms. Really? Yellow, yellow. Yep, we're good. Wow, that came fast. 8 reps. Oh my. Option. One weight, little wider stance, but not quite sumo. Chest still stays up and lifted. Aren't you glad I gave you an option? And myself. Okay, I'm going up to 25 pounds, 11.3 kilograms for my lateral lunges. Orange, orange. Super quick, plenty of time. The fact that me is kind of clumsy sometimes is able to use these power blocks so easily. It says something. Just switching them out and rolling. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm going to 140 pounder for this next round, as I did legs relatively recently. So they are kind of dead. That was me just struggling with some sweat I spilled on there. 6 reps. Last time through. 6, 5, ooh, that was good. Going up to 30 pounds for this one, but I'm going to show you an option. I know it's late in the game, but if your legs are tired like mine, one weight. You can do 3 and 3, or you can switch in between. 1, look, I switched. 2, step center, carefully switch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. We made it. We have one more power burnout round. There's no weights for this one. We got about 30-ish seconds left. Finish your reps. I feel like peer pressured right now. Yep. Okay. I got the 240s. Let's do some narrow squats. Why? Because I just feel like I need to move with you. Oh. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. About to drop them. Okay, the sweat was real on that last round. Okay, we got that one exercise. You're gonna recognize this. You saw it in warm-up. Broad jump forward, and then back pedal. That back pedal can be a shuffle, it can be a high knee. I'm gonna wait for little Tasha to move because I need space to actually jump. And I'm gonna try not to fall in my sweat. Launch, load, catch it. Legs wide, catch it, back pedal. Land in that squat, take it back. Notice my legs are wide and I'm coming down deep into that squat. You don't have to go that deep if you don't want to. You can also take these more shallow and just give yourself some more hops. We want to drive up that heart rate. Option for the high knees. 30 seconds off. Here's when you feel that heart rate response to the work that you just did. Feels great, right? Write down your weights if you want to, or just keep it in your brain, just so you know when you do this next time how to bump up the intensity. Are we ready? Round 2, 2 of 3. Trying not to land that I'm just thumping into the ground. You saw that. That was a near fall because of the sweat. Okay, I'm not going to jump as far. Here we go. Chest up. Keep it quick. Once you're back into position, you're launching. Let me get one more in. Breathe. If you find that you're landing towards the balls of your feet and you're doing this number, shallow out the jumps. Don't take one large jump. Take two medium jumps. We have one more round of that. 30 seconds off. And then I'm looking at that AMRAP finisher. I know it's coming. If you read the write-up, you do too. Deep in and out. Last 30 seconds of our broad jump back pedal. I almost slipped in sweat. That's here. Why is the sweat everywhere? I mean, can I do this way? Safe-ish. Use the space you have available. If it's smaller, just quicken up the pace. 30 off. Our AMRAP is 3 minutes long. We got 4 exercises. We're starting with 2 reps per exercise. Then you're gonna climb the ladder by 2 reps. So then 4 reps for the next round, 6, and so on. Repping them out continuously for 3 minutes. So moving with intention, but you're not gonna move super fast. This is it. This is it. We start with 2 cleans. Drive it up, clean. On this next one, keep it there. Reverse lunges, it's reps total. So that's 1 and 2. Unrack the weight safely, catch it, palms face the body, 2 deadlifts. 1, 2, we've done these. And then narrow squat, feet can probably stay where you have them. Chest up, we just did these. And 2. So I want a round of 4. 4 cleans. On that 4th one, you keep it racked. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep them up. 4 total on those lunges. Unrack the weights, deadlift, lock the lats first, and drive. So you should feel the lengthening in the hamstrings. Gaze straight out towards the ground, neck a natural extension of the spine, and then 4 squats. Try not to put those weights down until you finish a round if you need a little break. So that's my 4th squat. This is when I'd safely put them down. Maybe shake out my wrist. Maybe take a few regulatory breaths. Let's do one more. Halfway through, pick them back up. I'm on to round of 6, so 6 cleans. Dip and drive, catch the weight. Dip, drive. As you dip, you're under it. Stand up. 2, 3, 4, 5, heels come up. 6, heels come up because you are launching through that lower body. This is all lower body. Your option here, unrack the weights. You can lunge in this neutral grip position. Less than a minute to go. I'm on to deadlifts. I'm breaking my own code. Yeah, the weights are foaming. There's so much sweat. But the cool thing about these is they have a little bit of a wider handle. So where I normally like drop the weights, I can actually hold on a little longer and work on my grip strength, which is a limiting factor for so many of us. "15 seconds. This is it. Let's get these 6 squats in. Am I gonna make it? I gotta speed it up. One more for me. Oh my goodness. Weights to the side. That was it. Heart rate's up, but by now you're probably feeling more muscular fatigue than anything else. We are rolling into our cool down. Deep breaths into the nose, back out through the mouth. You got about 5 minutes with me, about 30 seconds per stretch. Side tap it, bring that heart rate down. You're gonna plant those feet about hip or shoulder distance apart and take it through some circles. You will still be out of breath. That's okay. We're sending the message to our muscles, hey, we wanna stop the workout. We're good. Breathe. Whew. Halfway through, take it the other way. Oh my, my, my. That is special. Just me? I don't think so. You're gonna take that right leg in front. Pyramid stance, we're gonna stretch out the hamstrings. So right leg front, left leg back, keep both feet planted, and then hinge forward. So you should feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings on that front leg, so your right leg. And just take that hinge as far as necessary to feel that stretch. Don't force anything. Oh my goodness. I woke up this morning, I was like, let me do a little rowing, get the body warm. Rowing is like 60% legs. So step center switch, left leg in front, hinge. Keep those hips squared off to the ground if you can. And notice I can't even hinge as far on this side. Totally fine. If all toes pointing forward is too much, you can actually angle that back leg out just a little bit. So play around with it. What works for you? Maybe not rowing if I haven't rowed in like a month. And relax. We're gonna take it to a wide stance. So toes point out, sink it down as far as you can go and is comfortable for you. If you can bring those elbows to the inner thighs, that's great. Shift your weight right to left, left to right. Chest is open. Oh, those adductor muscles. Feeling something special? It's from those lateral lunges, and they stabilize you during any kind of lunge, so you're gonna feel it. Come into a plank position from here. I'll turn to the side so you can see. You're gonna press back into down dog, chest in between those shoulders, and then take that right leg forward. World's greatest stretch. Left arm down, right arm to ceiling, rotate, and then step it back. Down dog again, flowing between the two. I'm stepping that foot outside of my right hand. You can also drop that knee to the ground if you need to. You can stay here and do more of a child's pose, kneeling stretch, totally up to you. We're just gonna switch sides. So down dog, left leg into our world's greatest stretch. Runner's lunge with a torso rotation. I am dangerously slipping. So I'm gonna come here and creepily stare at you from this position. Oh my goodness. Do you hear that? I almost fell. It's dangerous. We're gonna roll it up to standing. So from here, bend the knees, walk those hands back. You can keep the knees straight if you want to. If I do, I'd fall. Chin to chest, don't hit the mic. Roll it up slowly. That was all kinds of wrong. Take those shoulders up towards the ears and back. Let's loosen up the neck, our traps, forwards. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I realize I'm about to hit the mic and it just sounds so bad. And release. Balance on that left leg. Let's give that right knee a hug. While we're here, stand up tall, pull it in. Rotate that ankle either direction. I'm so sweaty. Can't even hold. I'm just gonna do this. This works too, okay? I was about to drop my foot. Can't drop my own foot. Oh, it feels so good. And you can take breaks throughout all of this. You don't have to hold it the whole time. Switch. Balance on the right side. Left leg comes up. See if we can hold it on this side. Okay. A little creaking and cracking. Put that down, shake it out. I've had more hip flexor, groin, hamstring injuries on this side, so sometimes those stretches tend to be a little aggressive, so I just give it a little break in between. No harm, no foul. Put it down. Let's open up the chest. Arms out wide, thumbs back, press the chest in between those shoulders, rotate those wrists. As I mentioned before, working on grip strength means picking up heavy things and then putting them back down when your grip fails. Eventually, you're gonna be able to hold them for longer amounts of time. Shake it out if you need to. Let's go back up, open it up, press. Deep breath in, exhale, and release. Nicely done. Give yourselves a hand. That was pretty tough. Well, if you're doing my 10-day challenge, you got through day number 1. If not, you got through a really tough workout that you just chose to do on your own. Remember, if you liked how easy it was for me to switch in between weights, especially during the EMOM where we were switching between 2 exercises and I was just using literally 1 set of weights, remember we have that discount code FBXPB20, $20 off, $200 or more. If you are doing my challenge, tomorrow's day number 2, we get rid of the weights for a little bit, we move to body weight and focus on cardio, endurance, those longer intervals, and hit those shorter, more anaerobic intervals. So hopefully I get to see you for day number 2. Once again, my name is Tasha, and regardless, I hope I get to see you very, very soon. Workout complete.